Welcome to Ask Me Anything, featuring spiritual medium and psychotherapist Kelly White.
Hi, everybody. I'm spiritual medium and psychotherapist and author Kelly White. And I am here today with Ask Me Anything on April 9th, 2026. Well, let me say hi to a few people and see how everybody's doing this busy week. It seems like to me it's a busy time and a busy week, and things will just heat up as we go on. But I'll talk about that with astrology. And today, of course, we're going to be talking about really how to manifest. What does that even mean? So let's start here. Hi, Melissa. You've been trying to practice manifesting love. Well, good. We'll talk about that. Jean says, great topic. Thank you. What is something most people do wrong when trying to manifest? Okay, Jean, that's actually one of the first things I'm going to talk about. So put a pin in that, as they say. Hey, Leslie, happy Thursday. Oh, thank you, honey. Going to be another fantastic show. Thank you. Thank you, Toby. I so appreciate that. Hi, Renee Rossiter. Beautiful wishes. May we all experience a positive outcome from a heartfelt manifestation. I love that. So Melissa, you say, I want to manifest losing weight and I don't know how to do it. I just don't know how to do it. A lot of people do that one, Melissa, the manifesting losing weight. You know, it's kind of a funny story, but my mom passed away 8 years ago. That's not the funny story, but I was thinking about my mom, of course, a lot, because it's been 8 years. And I was thinking this time in the, all the things that, and by the way, I know I'm a medium. I know my mom's always around, but I was thinking all the things that my mom didn't experience in the last 8 years. A lot of stuff went on. A lot of stuff is going on during these times. But I think one of the things my mom would have really liked was like Ozempic. I swear to God, I think she would have loved that. So Melissa, that's what I think of when I think of how do you manifest that? Well, you start to look into it. It's just a thought. Okay. Hi, Sarah Stone. One of your former supervisors who was a friend of yours passed away suddenly on the 7th. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Do you have any messages for her husband that I can relay to him? Sarah, I'll come back to that one when I'm doing, I'll do some of the readings of cards with that, Sarah. I'm sorry, honey. That's such a huge one. These are such strange times, aren't they? So many people are just suddenly leaving. Hi, Angela. Hi, sweet cherry wine. Hi, Stacy. Hi, everyone. She says, I feel like rain is coming my way because it's already raining where you are. Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, Otis and Charlotte, our dogs, came right back in because it is beginning to rain. At least, unlike last week, there's been no tornadoes. So this is a good sign. I'll take it as a win. Hi, Sasha. See, fascinating time to be on Earth, and we are in. Manifesting positivity could really be helpful. Grateful indeed. So true. Hi, Laura Crum. Oh, crazy vivid dreams lately. Okay, well, I should talk a little bit about that. This energy is so geared like this to help bring things up so you can process them. So if you are having crazy dreams, a lot of people are, really write them down. Start to, analyze them the best way you can. Send them to me if you get a chance, and I'll, Laura, particularly you're in our group of Whispers of the Soul. Write it out, and I'd be happy to look at it and help you analyze it. But I think it's happening right now because as the world gets more shook up, as we get more shook up, then as that happens, we're trying to deal with so many things right now. And so when we're trying to deal with so many outstanding, crazy, things you can't control, things start to come up. And when you have dreams that come up, let's talk about it. Let's figure it out, because it's a time for people to, like, whatever their worst fears are, whatever. We're watching a lot of things happen, not worst fears, but a lot of fears are coming up. And so anyway, it'll help kind of when you start to release a lot of that energy of understanding what your dreams mean and what they're telling you. It really does begin to shift your consciousness. And that's the point of this time period. I hope that was a long way around Kelly's barn, as they say. But hi, Jen. Looking forward to seeing you soon, Jen. Hi, Marge. Hey, Tracy and Evie and Patty. So let me get, oh, and hey, Michelle. Oh, Michelle, I hope you're doing Snowy Owl Intuitive this Sunday. I hope you are. And if you are, Michelle does great meditations. It's called Snowy Owl Intuitive. And Michelle, if you would write that out for people, it's on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. She does either a card reading or she does a meditation. And any which way you slice it, they're fabulous. So hey, Jackie Grace. Oh my gosh, I could keep going on and on. So let's talk a little bit before I get into how to manifest and all about manifesting. Let's talk a little bit about the astrology and I'm talking Vedic astrology. I talked a lot about this last week, so I'll kind of touch over a few things. I know that for the last several days, it's been really heating up. We're going to war. We're not going to war. It's like crazy ass things. And actually, as of tomorrow, the energy gets even stranger. So how'd you like that entry? Tomorrow really begins an energy shift because Mercury changes, and Mercury transits into Pisces on April 10th to the 29th. And Mercury is debilitated in Pisces, which means it's weak in Pisces. And during this time, we're going to look at really strange weather, things coming in, a lot of water, a lot of strange weather. Also, you have to really watch and really read something that if you were to write somebody an email or a text or some communication with people, pay attention, because this is like a real can be emotional energy that comes out with this Mercury in Pisces. So pay attention to how you're feeling, what's going on. Check within yourself, in your body. Body does keep the score. Check how you feel. Maybe you might want to wait to send something. Maybe you're ready to send something, because this energy is like fierce. This energy that of April, and particularly where we're stepping into, it's fast, hard, intense energy. So, and again, on April 10th, tomorrow, April 10th. So we've got Mercury transiting into Pisces, and then we have what's called a Kala Amrita Yoga. That's a tough one to say. But that's when all 7 planets, the Sun, the Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn, they're all positioned between Ketu and Rahu in their natural zodiac motion. And so this is all about, it's considered to put people on as an individual on a path towards spirituality and liberation and practicing non-attachment. So as the world gets really chaotic, remember, it's a great experience to go inward, see what's going on, do the check what's going on, because ultimately this time period is about shifting your consciousness. That's what this is all about, shifting your consciousness. So practicing boundaries, practicing non-attachment, really becoming authentic of who you are. So this time period that we are entering, it's associated with breaking the social norms, seeking freedom for the world, although it's going to cause a lot of mental restlessness. Okay. Also during this same week, we have Mars, the planet of war, energy, intensity. It conjuncts Neptune at 8 degrees in Pisces. And so Neptune blurs the boundaries. Neptune in Pisces was going to blur the boundaries actually with Mars, and it can cause a lot of confusion in this time, especially in the public. This could be also has a lot to do with oil and gas, maybe going back, really not going up even further, and severe weather. And now on April 14th, the sun goes into Aries in Vedic astrology from April 14th to May 14th. So if you were born during that time, you would be considered in Vedic astrology, where the true placement of the planets are, you would be considered in Aries. Let me tell you what, that sun in Aries is, again, a force of nature. This will bring a surge of vitality into people's lives. So if you have been feeling tired because you've probably been doing so much work, maybe on yourself, trying to figure out your road, this is a month where the road starts to become clearer for many, many people. Okay, so it's a very, very powerful time. And I don't want to forget that a week from tomorrow, we have that on April 17th, we have this new moon at 4 degrees in Aries. It's in what's called the Nakshatra Ashwini. And this is, it signifies speed of healing and vitality. So even though we're in a lot of chaos, and even though we are here to shift our consciousness, this energy, even though it's chaotic, it will bring forth some good for you to move forward. So think of it moving forward in chaos. You can do it. You can do it. So I think I'll stop with that because it's just it's a lot of energy going through fast, like rapid fast energy. Yeah, what can I say? This is a period. Is this a period of time? Is this something else? I swear I did think about my mom and say, God, Mom, I don't know. This is such a strange, really rough time. Maybe it's good that you miss this piece of it. And I do think that's why a lot of people are exiting. This is they didn't sign up for this. They're like, gotta go. I'll see you on the other side. I didn't sign up for this. But a lot of people did sign up for this. So we will all get through this piece. Anyway, let's talk about manifesting. So what does it really mean to manifest positively? Okay, because it's not just about positive thinking. And I'm going to start with this. To manifest positively, it actually means a few things. It means to align your thoughts, okay? Align your thoughts, okay, with your emotions and take actions. You have to take action to get a desired outcome to make it into your physical reality. And there is a significant difference between authentic manifestation and forced positivity. I had a friend that would do this, and it goes with your question of what is something that most people do wrong when they're trying to manifest. I had a friend that this is what she would say. She would say, I am going to manifest more clients. And I said, oh, that's great. How are you going to do that? Well, I'm telling the universe and I'm manifesting it, and I'm sitting in meditation and I'm manifesting I'm going to have more clients. And I said, oh, okay. Yeah. How's that working for you? I said that because it's not telling the universe what you want and then doing nothing. What she did is, I'm telling the universe, okay, good. Was it aligned with anything? No. Did she take action? No. And then my favorite was she got really pissed off because it didn't happen because she had told the universe, and that means that manifesting doesn't work. You can imagine what was going on in my head at that time. So that's not how this works. It's just not how that works. So what we actually do, and I'll say it like this, what manifesting positively really means is it's an alignment. It's not just wishing, okay? It's the alignment of your intention. The intention is, what do you want? And then it's your vibration. How do you feel? And then it's your inspired action. What you do. Are you taking any action? So if you want a peaceful life, let's say, but your daily actions are chaotic, that is out of alignment. Okay. So number 2, let's talk about, is there a belief in worthiness? So you don't manifest what you want, you manifest what you believe you are worthy of receiving. So manifesting positively involves doing this inner work, if you will, to clear limiting beliefs so that the internal yes matches your external request. If you don't think you are worthy of a new house or a new career or a new road, ask yourself why. Like, what is going on? Where was that limited belief? Was it with your mother, your father? Whose energy did you pick up? Where is this coming from? Okay. And then it requires active co-creation, and it requires being a partner, if you will, with the universe. It means this: setting a clear goal and then taking the physical steps towards it. So manifestation without action is merely what we would call a daydream. Like, I can think in my mind, okay, I want to get this done. I want to do this and this and this. But the way I've been for the last several years is I then make a plan. Like, what is my plan? Yeah, the universe might move it over here. The universe may open a door a little later for me. But I've set a plan in motion. And I think that's really by taking action. So it's very important that you do that. Now, staying positive, like, let's say you're just, I'm totally going to stay positive. Well, sometimes that can block your growth. And I'm not saying it all be negative, believe me. But while a positive outlook is helpful, and it is very helpful, but many people might fall into this trap, if you will, of like toxic positivity. Or again, Shirley and I've talked about many times spiritual bypassing. And this occurs when you use positivity as a shield, maybe to avoid the messy parts here. So what does that look like, staying positive? Well, it might suppress the shadow. And we talked about shadow work on Monday's show, or Tuesday's show with Shirley. So growth often can happen in the dark. If you refuse to acknowledge your own anger or your own grief or your own fear because they weren't positive, well, then those emotions don't disappear. They go into your subconscious, the shadow piece there. And unprocessed emotions create energetic blockages that can manifest as physical stress, anxiety, reoccurring life patterns. So you cannot heal what you refuse to feel. And I think it's really important, because if you want to manifest, we know that. And what it would be blocking you from doing that? Do you deserve? Are you angry? It's like, what's going on? Humans are complicated, very complicated. This is a perfect time, though, to go to figure out your operating system and what is happening. Also, staying so positive might blunt your intuition because you're not using discernment. And you've got to use discernment. So negative feelings like I feel discomfort or doubt actually are vital data points. You need to know that. It's often your intuition warning you about a bad situation. So pay attention to that, like an untrustworthy person. Let's say you wanted to manifest love. Is that person worthy of you? Is that person, are you not listening to your gut, your intuition? So that's really important. And number 3, it also prevents essential learning. So failure and rejection and sadness, they're part of like our greatest teachers. We may not like it, but they're part of it. So it really helps us to refine our goals and build resilience. And I've always talked about resilience. So if you put a positive spin on every setback immediately, you may miss the lesson that's, your higher self is trying to teach you. So authenticity is the highest vibration that you can have. Being authentic is really important. So it creates a frequency of resistance. And so the universe responds to truth, not performance. So if you are deeply sad, but you're forcing a smile and repeating, I am happy affirmations, you're creating a state of internal conflict. And that's not good, not healthy. And it's not healthy, certainly, to manifest something. So the balanced approach is really important. The goal is not to be positive 100% of the time, but it is to be authentic. So feel the feeling. When something's negative, acknowledge it. Investigate the root. Ask yourself, what is this feeling trying to tell me? Process. Those are the dreams that I'm talking about. Process and release. Like, once the lesson is learned or the emotion is felt, then you can consciously choose to return to a higher vibration thought. So manifestation is the most powerful when it comes from a place of wholeness, where you can accept both your light and your shadow side, and then choose to move forward with clarity and truth. And the difference between forcing and allowing is the difference between working against the current of the river and flowing with it. So in manifesting, your results are rarely determined by how hard you try, but rather by how much you trust. So forcing, forcing versus allowing. Forcing something comes from a place of lack and fear. And we don't want to go into that. And the energy of anxiety or urgency, it feels like, like you're clenching your fists. The focus is, if you are obsessed with the how and the when, we don't want to go that either. But we don't want to create a resistance. So what we really want to do is we want to allow you to come from a place of abundance and a place of trust. Okay. And the energy of that would be an ease or a receptivity and peace. It feels like your hands are open. And the focus is you want to focus on the what and on the why, and you take inspired action when it feels right, rather than this frantic kind of action out of fear. We don't want that. Okay. So I am worthy of this or something better. And I trust the timing of my life. That might be a mantra worth going into. I am worthy of this or something better, and I trust the timing of my life. So the universe does not respond to what you say you want. It responds to who you are really at a subconscious level. And so think of yourself maybe as you want to attract, let's say, you want to attract love, let's put it this way. But your frequency is, I'm alone, I'm lonely, it's like loneliness. So you're tuned into the wrong place. You can't hear the love broadcast, if you will, if you're sitting in a loneliness frequency. So you really want to change your frequency and change your vibration. So to attract something new, you must find a way to feel the emotion of the wish that's fulfilled before it arrives. So you want to start thinking a little differently here. So the sweet spot of manifesting, it's the most powerful state for manifesting is intention with detachment. So you want to manifest, there is an intention, but there's no attachment to it. And that's why we look at things like the fear, the anxiety, the shadow side. What else is going on? What else is going on? When I talked about this friend I had that was that way, I mean, she always had anger issues, and she was always pissed off and had a lot of fear and rage and all these kind of things. It was like, you're not going to get clients that way. It doesn't really work that way. Work on yourself first. So the most powerful state, again, is the intention with detachment. So set the intention. Be clear about what you want, okay? Then align the belief. Ensure that you feel worthy of it. Make sure you do feel worthy of it. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't feel they're worthy of things. So really look at that. Then take inspired, it's called action. So do the work that feels exciting and expansive. Okay, exciting and expansive, but take action. So take the first several steps you need and keep going. Take a lot of the steps that you need to manifest something. And then practice detachment. Okay, that means let go of how it happens. This is called the act of allowing. And when you stop trying to force the universe to move according to your own ego's timeline, really it's what happens, is you finally give the space to deliver what your soul actually needs. It's been my experience that it's been better than I could have ever imagined. So let's say I want to write a book, and I'll just use that. And I remember when I was writing my book, like, how is this going to happen? Yes, I would light my candles. I would pray to everybody, but ultimately I knew the steps I had to take. My purpose was aligned with who I am, what I'm about, and I took a lot of action. I wrote every day. I set times to do it. I hired people to help me. I mean, I did, and it came together. And it's funny because when you're younger, maybe it feels like things are easier. They come easier. I don't know. When you get older, as an older soul too, there's a lot of, you have to set the intention, and it has to be in alignment for what your soul is here to do. So I hope this helps people. Just remember, You can do this. Be as conscious about what you are wanting to manifest as possible. Be as conscious of your own subconscious, your own fears and panics and all of these things. Look at all of them. This is the perfect time to do that. And then begin the process with clear intentions of manifesting. Again, align the belief with who you are, that you deserve this. And if you think you don't deserve it, whose voice is that? Where is that coming from? Were you a pleaser? Are you afraid you won't get further? Are you not allowed to get further than your parents? Look at certain things here, because whatever is preventing you from moving forward, you need to deal with it. Okay, that's all. You just need to deal with it. So I hope that helps positively manifesting. I think it's very, very important here. Positively manifesting here. Um, how to manifest anything. You can do it. You can do it. Everybody can do this. I've gotten a lot of things done in my life by setting the intention, and you can do this. So before we go any deeper, I want to share a few things with you guys. I have a new service. It's called spiritual coaching. Now, it's things that I've probably been doing forever at this point, but spiritual coaching is something that I'm offering now. And it's if you are really ready to go deeper emotionally and spiritually and energetically, and if you are in a place that you need some help, if you're stuck, if you are, you don't know why you're stuck, it might be a space that we can work together again more intentionally, really looking at, what's coming up for you, what's shifting, how to move you through clarity, support. So the way I do spiritual coaching, it blends therapeutic insight, which of course, when I'm working with somebody, I like to give them, and spiritual wisdom and things that I've learned. And then I look at, like, where are you right now with everything? What do you need? What direction do you want to go? And then get you going in that direction. Okay, it's really designed to help you reconnect with your own inner guidance, and heal your own emotional and energetic blocks. Because sometimes when I'm working with somebody, I'll say, wait a minute, you're blocked over here because you don't want to move forward because of what? And then we'll go through it. What's going on in your life that's blocking this from you getting what you would like to do. So anyway, it's something that I'm offering now, and it's very soul informed process. So I hope you look into this if you need that, because it will honor both your lived experiences, which is what I love to look at too, and your spiritual truth. Let's line them up and move them out. Whatever it is that you're supposed to do. Now, don't forget, I have this, my show with Shirley, Dr. Shirley, Psychology and the Soul. And this Tuesday, because it's Autism Awareness Month, which we're really excited about, it's a big month. We have a very special guest on this Tuesday, Prajna Avalon, wonderful healer. And she's going to be talking about her experience with autism and really giving a lot of tips and encouragement and explaining from her perspective all about it. You won't want to miss this one. It is really, really good. It's a very important conversation to have. Then I have a Starseed class with Janelle Campbell, which I'm really excited about. And that is May 22nd in the United States and May 23rd in Australia. And so check that out. It's going to be a very expansive, intuitive, and deeply connecting. And if you've ever been one of those people that feel like you just don't quite fit in here, this class may be speaking to you, because, I talk a lot about starseeds, and Janelle and I have a real love for that, not being from around here, as they say. And it's a 2-hour experience, and I think it will be very transformational for people, because she is going to be doing channeling. She's a fabulous channel. So she's going to be channeling the outer galaxies and all of this, and seeing what messages they have for us where we are on Earth at this time. And then she's going to do a deep meditation. So please join us if you are drawn to that. I still have some openings in my April calendar. I have not opened up my May calendar yet, so go ahead and look. And the last thing I want to bring up is our dear friend Maggie Landis. Maggie, she's so great. She's such a great Qigong master teacher. And she is offering her 8 silk weaving practice for this Saturday. This Saturday, it's open to the public, April 11th. And it is this gentle and adaptable, and it's perfect if you're just starting or if you're returning. I have to tell you, this practice of Qigong, this one is called eight silk weaving. Eight silk weaving. It's so amazing. It relaxes the body, and you can do it from your chair, and it focuses the mind and it restores your energy. And she's limiting the class. So if you look at the very top of my under my comments, the very first comment we have where you can reach Maggie, and there's a site you can sign in to her and get on the Zoom. It's on Zoom. So I think it's at noon on Eastern time this Saturday. So enjoy that class because it's so good. I just love this class. Okay, and I have a question. And Laura Crum, I love you, Laura. She says, is active hope a needed step in manifesting rather than the state of just having hope in one's mind? Yes, always have hope. I don't care what, always have hope. And be realistic in manifesting. Have hope because it is definitely an important step. And then do all of these other things. Look at what would be blocking you, what is going on in your life, what is aligning yourself with. But of course, hope is huge with that. Okay, Carlene says, it always amazes me when I manifest and then it happens. It is quite an experience, I have to tell you. When you really start to understand how important you have to be conscious of what you want and then how it starts to happen, it is amazing. And she says, I've been told that you should always thank the universe and express appreciation. Absolutely. She says, I always try to do that. Oh, it's very important that I always am. I wake up with gratitude. Whoever's out there listening to me, I will just start blabbing on. I think Dawn thinks I'm talking to myself, but I'm talking to whoever's around me. I can't stop it. I think it's a great thing to do. Okay, and I wanted to get a card for, let's see, let me see, I don't want to forget this one. This was important. Sarah Stone, because you're one of your former supervisors who had a friend of yours pass away. I mean, let's see if we can get a card from that. For when I do mediumship, I often will say to everybody, just wait a good month. Just wait a good month. And it's not because the other side has to get settled. I mean, one could argue that. But I always feel it's for the person that is been left behind, the person here. And I think that because a lot of things can come up, and it's the energy of sudden loss is a rough one. That's a rough one. So, make sure your friend has got a lot of love around her because that's a big one. So let's get a card here for your friend here. I am with the rest of the family. Okay, so he's not alone. He's letting you guys know that he's with the rest of the family over there. Okay, please let her know that one. Okay, and that is really how that works. We're never alone when we pass. It's not possible. Frankly, it's not possible to be alone here. You think you are not. You are not. It's not possible to do that. Okay, so hi, Tracy Denning. She says, I have a question about the energy. Is it negatively affecting the lifespan of animals, specifically dogs? They don't live as long as they used to. Tracy, I absolutely believe that 100%. I even have chills when you say that. I have heard this even from my vet. Yes, I do think that. I think that animals are sponges. They pick everything up for us. They're the most incredible souls that volunteer to come here. Oh my gosh, don't get me started. And you know what, Tracy? It's the strangest thing, because I'm not an animal psychic. And I don't know if it's because my dog has cancer that I've become more sensitive. I mean, I've always, in a session, an animal will come through, but I don't consider myself, I understand as a medium, you just open to all these energies. But lately, I've had more, how do I say this? More animals coming through than ever, that are just coming through, giving me like big messages, which really surprised me. I mean, I had one yesterday. It was yesterday, and he said to his the woman that I was reading for, it was a great reading. He said that he would be, rejoining her. The way he said it, I will be rejoining her. I'm like, I never heard that one. I'm rejoining. Anyway, so thank you for that. Okay, Evie, yeah, manifest to travel abroad. I think about that one a lot. Just haven't had time to manifest it. I have to do other things to help manifest that. Oh my gosh. Hey, Vivian. Hey, Lori. Hi, Ann Margaret. Howdy. Hey, Frank. Oh my God, that's so funny. Oh, hey, Dwayne and Elaine. How about manifesting us a great card to show our future? Okay, first of all, talk about a wonderful, wonderful healer. Dwayne, you are an incredible healer. Oh my God. And Elaine, love you so much. You guys are just a fabulous couple. And that is, okay, I'm going to use I got chills. I'm going to use the angel numbers. Does that come upside down when I show it like this? I think it does. Anyway, let's get a card for you guys. And Dwayne, I think you're going to be beginning healing with people soon, right? I mean, you already do that now, but I think it might be coming out to help more people doing that. Such a great healer. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Okay, seriously, Dwayne, only this would happen. Only this would happen with you. 4444 triumph. That's for everybody. So we're going to have a lot of angel help and we have a lot of triumph. Okay, don't forget that. A lot of angel help and a lot of triumph here. You want to hear something funny? When I was 16, my dad bought me a Triumph. I hadn't thought about that car in a long time. That's funny. I love that. I have to keep that card out. That's going to make me smile a lot. Hey, Christy. Rita says, we will get rain soon. Blessing to you and your family. Oh, Rita, blessings to you too. Leslie says, can I have a card for the future? Yes. Let's get you an angel card. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Potential. 1, 2, 3, 4 potential. There you go, Leslie. You have a lot of potential for the future. I would look at 1, 2, 3, 4, like get going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. That's a great card. Oh my gosh. Okay, Jenna says, I want to manifest writing and working on something meaningful. Okay, so Jenna, let's take that one for an example. You want to manifest writing, then you start putting down notes like right now. Like, this is what I'm going to write about, blah, blah, blah. I mean, Shirley and I are working on a book and we are hoping to have it very soon. We are almost halfway through at this point because we literally not only set our intentions, we set our time and we do it. So that's how you write. James is writing his book. He doesn't let anything get in his way. He goes, all right, I'm setting this time and this is what I'm doing now. Now, again, life happens and this and that, but in order to write a book, you have to set it down. I mean, literally start knocking it out. Like, what's your topic? Do you have any idea what you want to say? All these things, but just do it. And then the energy starts to line up for you. And then, I mean, it's so funny. Dawn will tell you this. Every free minute I have, I'm in my office writing. It's an experience that I love. I absolutely love it. And Shirley loves it. So you can do it. You can do it, Jenna. You just have to actually do it. Hey, Adrian. Oh my gosh, Adrian, I hope you got that. You met with my niece, Mary, and I hope all of that worked out, Adrian. I don't know, but I hope it did for you. Let me know. Okay. Hey, Lee. Hey, Lois. I have not heard of Alexander Quinn, and he's Arcturian. Ooh, I'll have to look him up him up. I don't know, but I love the whole Arcturian thing. I love it. It's so funny because I have that app that, like you look at the stars. It's the damnedest thing. When I put that out there, I literally will see Arcturus, and I just go, wow, that's the coolest thing. I just love it. I love it. Okay. Debbie Erickson says, out of chaos comes change. Yes, it does. And I'd like to believe good changes on 11/9 if a card is available for it. So your birthday is 11/9. Listen, we're going to have a lot of changes, but the reason we're here on Earth is to shift our consciousness. That's the reason all of this chaos is happening. We have to literally shift our consciousness. We wanted to be here at this time to do it. I know it feels uncomfortable, but we'll all get through this. We'll get through this. Okay, so on 11/9 is a Jack of Clubs. So Jack of Clubs is all about creative. Often they're healers. they have to really believe in themselves. They have to believe in themselves. So let's get you a card, Debbie. 2020 bonds. I'm not sure what 2020 bonds are, but look at 2020. Did something go on in the year 2020? But I mean, aside from what we all know, but bonds. Look at the bonds that you have. Look at the bonds here. There you go. That's an interesting one. Okay. Ralph, fast, hard, intense. Can't wait for this shit to be over. Yeah, I know. I think we're all with you on that. Okay. Michelle Kavanaugh says, Kelly, Snowy Owl Intuitive Services Facebook page. It's on Facebook page. Look up the Snowy Owl Intuitive Services, 7 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. And I will be there, Michelle, this Sunday. I will be there. We have company coming Saturday, so I won't be able to do the class with Maggie because I really love that class. But anyway, okay, Jamie Lynn. Hey, Jamie Lynn. She said, I just bought a book called Creative Visualization to help with this. Now, let me tell you what. It's funny, Jamie, that you would say that. I was actually thinking about what helped me was I did a class with Julie Ann Siegel. We taught a class, I think it was in 2024, like in January or February, but it was about making those vision boards. I'm going to tell you what. That really helped. If you need help in manifesting, that may be something for you to consider doing. You get a board, or whatever, however you want it, however it looks for you. But I did a giant gold board, and it actually turned out better than I had imagined. It was better. I don't mean that what I made was better. I meant what I wanted to manifest was better. Because what it does is it kind of gives you that visual every day. Oh yeah, this is what I want to create. So you have to think like that. Okay, Matt says, may I have a card for my daughter? She just found out she's pregnant with her second child, due December 8th. Let's get a card for her. A lot of souls coming in now because they want to be here. They want to be here where the action is. And these souls are so dynamic. I'm going to tell you what. They know so much more. I mean, I said to my sister, and I actually said this. I said, what is it with our generation? Were we all just dumb or numb, or like, did we just have all the trauma? Like, what happened? So these new souls are coming in and they're going to be amazing. 66, revisit. So I don't know what this means here, but for your daughter, but revisit. Let's see, what could that mean in the most positive way? Revisit. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Maybe look at, I don't know. I have no idea what that would mean here, but I think it's going to be a very, very special baby that comes in here. Okay. Charlene says, should I give up on the hopes of having my lost phone returned? I lost it 10 days ago, so I didn't want to have to do a 36-month payment plan for a new phone. Oh, my pictures that I didn't back up. Oh, golly. Can I have a card? Of course. It's time to give up hopes on finding my phone. Oh, honey, I am so sorry, Charlene. That's such a drag. Well, you might have to. I don't know, Charlene. Let's see. Inspiration, 3003. Inspiration. Are you inspired to get a new phone right now? I think you probably would. If it were me and I had lost it after 10 days, knowing me, I'd probably just get a new phone. But that's just something I would do. That's such a drag, Charlene. I'm so sorry. I bet you'll find it, but I don't know. Funny, life is so odd now. Okay, Kay Cannon. Hey, Kay. She says, Kelly, I want to be a published author with a book that will help people with their grieving. Great. Okay, I love it. But my mind is overcrowded with survival, just trying to get by. Will I ever calm my mind down enough for cohesive thoughts? So, Kay, that's what I was talking about when I was talking about positively or manifesting. Let's look at what is when you say your mind is overcrowded, honey, what is going on? What are you worried? Survival. Okay, I understand that even with survival, you will get by, and I understand that. But you can even take a few minutes, of your time, if and start to write it. But I appreciate that you understand that you've been overcrowded with survival. Is there anything that you can do to calm your mind right now, like maybe again, start meditating. That is a free thing that everybody can do. Take some time out of your day, set a time for it to meditate. Meditation calms the brain down, calms the mind. You start to connect. You feel less anxious. Okay, so that might be a really, really great thing for you to do, especially because you want to help people with grief. And I really applaud that. I really think that's important. Okay. Yeah, Ralph, giving your anger to God does help. It is true. But you also have to work on it. I mean, there's a whole, it can be a little more complicated than that, but that's a good place to start. Okay, Laura Crum. In a world where many expect instant gratification, does manifesting include divine timing as a component? Yes, absolutely. Divine timing is everything, actually. But you still want to start the process, because wishing something or having an idea that I've always wanted to do this, but not taking action on it. So when I was in my early 40s, I remember thinking, I had this odd thought. I always thought, well, maybe I should, one day I'll go to grad school. Well, I can't go to grad school. I can't afford it. I can't do this. I can't do that. And I already have a career. And it's the damnedest thing how that worked out. I mean, again, I had a brain injury. My whole life changed, put me on a different path. And I remembered that thought about going to grad school. And I did it. I mean, and you have to think like that. You can manifest things. You can make things happen. You can do it. You have to align everything and then take the first step, then take the second step, and then take the third step, and then take the fourth step and keep doing it. When you do that, your mind starts to calm down because it's on the road that it needs to be on. It's a whole thing that happens. Okay. So think like that. Think like that. Hi, Renee. Wait, I have to say this. Ralph, manifesting happy, healthy, and single. I've heard so many women say that. That's hilarious. Happy, healthy, and single. There you go. Okay. Renee says, Kelly, I'm wondering if I can pull a card for my nephew's fiance. She passed away a year ago. Her brother had her cremated and didn't have service. Oh, let's get a card. Let's get a card for her. Okay. Yeah, for your nephew's fiance. If I'd only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. There you go, honey. I'm not sure what that means to everybody, but don't worry. Okay. I would say this, don't worry. Okay. Okay, here we go. Yes, Anne Margaret, inspired action. That is the key. I choose to take inspired action. You cannot just sit. Like I think of that person I knew. It was the strangest thing. Well, I'm manifesting this and I'm going to manifest that. And it was a real attitude. It was a real attitude. Well, I'm manifesting. Oh, okay. Is that what you call it? All right. Anyway, yeah, you have to, inspired action is everything, frankly. Hey, Maura, how are you? Renee says, I feel more drawn to the idea of bringing something into actuality rather than manifesting. I love that because I feel it's already there for us. We just need to recognize it. Abundance, love, etc. Okay, I love that, Renee. And I love the something into actuality, making that happen into actuality. I love that. I love that. You know what? I like that better, actually. That's a great one. And Margaret, intention and feeling. Yeah. Set that intention. Hey, Jennifer, you needed to hear this more. Good. Okay. Tiziana, hi. She says, Kelly, can I have a card for my brother-in-law that passed 3 weeks ago? Is he okay? Yes, he is. And let's get a card for you. Okay. He says, now I have no pain. And those flowers match my flowers. Look at that. There you go. I like him. Got a good sense of humor and a good sense of timing. Okay. There you go. Okay, Melissa, you're going to be on your cruise on April 17th. I think that's great. And the universe is not making the person that you want right to you. Okay, and you love this person and you can't stop thinking of this person and you want to cry. I understand, Melissa. When we get ghosted or somebody doesn't respond to us, it is horrific, honey. It's horrific. It's horrific. It would just be easier if they would just say, I'm not into you, or I don't want to be there, or I don't want to do this. People are strange. So I'm sorry, Melissa. You go on that cruise, honey, and you have a good time. Joni Rita, I've been having dreams that are frightening. Like I woke up the other night to hearing sirens and people crying. Oh, so Joni, what is going on internally? If you're having dreams that you woke up and the other night to hearing, or did you actually hear sirens and people crying? I can't tell if that was a dream or in reality. In reality, that's a rough one. In your dreams, it's a rough one. So what's going on? That's what you want to ask yourself internally with you. Do you have fear? What's going on? To be honest with yourself, what's going on? Hi, Slobodanka from Melbourne. Your birthday is 10/19. I hope you join us in Australia when we do my show or my class with Janelle Campbell on star seeds. So you are 10/19. 10/19 is a 3 of clubs. Very, very psychic, very, very intuitive. Okay. Hi, Deanna. She says, Kelly, it's my birthday. Yay. Yes. Happy birthday to you. So wait, today is the 9th. April 9th is a Queen of Diamonds. Queen of Diamonds can be very fussy. They like things a certain way. They love to be in love. Queen of Diamonds loves to be in love. And usually they can make money being very creative. Especially with beauty products, I have found. Okay, 99, speaking your truth. There you go. Speak your truth, honey. Happy birthday to you. How great is that? Okay, Marlene, she says, Kelly, how can I raise my vibration out of loneliness? Great question. I had to talk to my higher power just to find work again. Harder when I'm older. It is a little harder when you're older. Yes, I was a people pleaser, and that has stopped. Fantastic. Better late than never. By the way, Marlene, it is definitely better late than never. I mean, people, I'm assuming you're in my age range or my generation. We didn't even understand a people pleaser. We just were that. Our generation, again, we kind of got screwed in a lot of ways, but it's okay. It's okay. But how do you raise your vibration? So it starts with how you are and what you do. I want you to do this. I want you to say, I'm not lonely. I have myself. And I love myself. I have myself like that. And then that starts to grow and grow and grow and start to go out. Set the intention, go out. I meet people all the time at my age, all the time. Okay, you can meet people. You can get out of your own way. You can do it. Yes, you can do it. Okay, you'll get unstuck. And by the way, this new moon, I'm going to probably do a little video on that new moon on April 17th. It's a big one. It really gets people out of their comfort zone and gets them out. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you for my hair. I appreciate it. Peggy says, hi, Kelly. We have a good friend leave for heaven yesterday. Boy, a lot of people are leaving, right? And my brother's getting some amazing signs, and he's definitely coming into his realization and knowing. How great is that, Peggy? Wow. First of all, I'm sorry that you had a good friend. I love how you put that. He left for heaven yesterday. I'm going to use that one. That's a good one. Okay, thank you for saying that. Yes, he's doing great. Kay Cannon, I have 2 kids, both. Oh, that's right, both on the spectrum and both in the LGBTQ community. I think I got bingo. Okay, Kay, might be one of the funniest things I've ever heard. You're right. You got bingo. You did. Oh my gosh, honey. Oh, I tell you, you've got to be on the spectrum. Or not you. I mean, on the spectrum. You've got to be a star seed, I would think. Because to take that on, it's a lot. It's a lot. Oh my God. Yeah, Lee, you would love this class. Okay. Anna says, Kelly, I've had a difficult winter. May I ask for a card? Sure. Let's get you a card. 888. Abundance. That is very, very good. Okay. I love that. That's a great card for that. Kim Ann says, Kelly, my son is at the height of Sadi Sati. Could I please have a card for him? Yeah, that means a lot's going on with Sadi Sati when that happens Vedically. It's a lot. And let's get him a card. Ooh, 1221, symbiosis. So something's going on for sure with him symbiotically. He's probably looking at relationships and all kinds of things. We all have a Sadi Sati experience. We all have an experience in life. All of us will have this of going through, deep things, crisis, whatever you want to call them. We're all going to have that. All of us are going to have it several times. It's how we become conscious. It's again why we come to Earth, and we look at those heavy duty times and we figure out what we need to do, and then we move forward. But it's to shift our consciousness. Again, none of us at this time took the trip here to Earth for just for no reason. Everybody has a reason. Everybody will experience the things that they're experiencing. And how do we get through it? Well, start to become conscious of what you're going through. Start to become aware of maybe how you've been or how you are now, what's going on. Get really conscious about it, because everybody is making a shift. And to raise your vibration, you can't go with the old patterns. They're, and if you're stuck, that's an old pattern. Look at why you're stuck. Are you afraid to move forward? You don't have the means. Okay, are you afraid of that? What can you do to get that? Like, you have to start taking action. Again, this month, as crazy as this month will be, I will tell you, it puts us out of our comfort zone and like puts a fire under our ass. And we start, this Aries energy is going to be like, woof, off you go to the races. Okay. So just know that. Hi, Marianne. Hi, everybody. Okay. So let's see. Melissa says, not to change the subject, but my cousin is a starseed and my aunt wants to put my cousin in a home for Down syndrome. And my question is my aunt labeling my cousin? Well, not necessarily. I mean, if this is the case of Down syndrome, then it's the case. And there are, that your cousin may have special needs with that, Down syndrome are typically the most loving out there, and they are highly advanced souls. Okay. Okay. Oh, Sarah, that made sense. Her mom and dad had passed on and she was a family person. Okay. Yeah, definitely Mother Earth needs healing. No doubt about it. Oh my God. Okay, Gretchen says, I think some special pets reincarnate. They do, and come back to you in this lifetime, as the dog had mentioned. Yeah, absolutely, they do. Not all of them, but I tell you, this one, it was a cat. This was a cat, and the cat said that she would, return back, or however she said it. It was the wildest thing I'd ever heard. Okay, so strange. Oh, England, that was your first cartoon with Triumph? Isn't that something? Oh my God. Okay. Mildred says, I can't tell you how wonderful my reading was. Oh, Mildred, you're so sweet. Thank you, honey. I really appreciate that. It was a pleasure to work with you. I really, really enjoyed that. So thank you. And remember, everybody, I still have some sessions left for this month. So go ahead and check into it. Let's see. Oh, Tracy says, I love your new program with Shirley. Thank you. We're both inspiring and knowledgeable. That's what we are trying to do. Melanie says, when I lost my AJ, I not only lost a dog, I also lost my child, my best friend, my emotional support, my angel that walked beside me and knew everything. The pain of losing him and having to choose losing him is the worst pain. Can I get it? Oh, I got chills. Yes. Oh, I got chills. He is so with you, Melanie. It is the worst. It's awful pain. Losing a child, losing an animal. It's the worst. The worst. I am sorry. Please forgive me. That's interesting. I think it was just his time to go. It was his time to go. And that's what happens. Okay. Okay. Debbie says, I need potential. I want my psychic medium, Debbie Oz, also known as the Solomon's Island medium, to get more clients from across the USA. I've been manifesting it and praying, and it will all come together. Start aligning and then doing something, Debbie, to get them. And that's a shout out to you. You're a good person. Okay. Jen, yes, you can have a card. I'm struggling the last few weeks and really enjoyed tonight's topic. Oh, I bet, Jen, you've been through a lot, my friend. Shift. Ooh. Okay, Jen, you're going to love this. 55. You're about ready to make some changes. Think your husband's going to be like, whoop, goosing you. Time to make changes. Okay, Jennifer says, I would love a card. Yes, you betcha, Jennifer. Let's see. 2424. Unconditional love. So give yourself some unconditional love. Charlene says, I have a funny one. We used to have a bulk garbage pickup around here. When things would break on me and I replace them, I would find the items in great condition in bulk garbage in front of a neighbor's house. I realized that if I was in need to purchase items, that I should just wait for bulk garbage. I called it shopping. My coffee maker broke. I found a coffee maker, blah, blah, blah. That's hysterical. Okay, well then manifest your phone. Maybe your phone's in there. There you go. Okay, Christy out here. Hi, Christy. She says, I keep trying to manifest healing and health, walking, and even having epidural treatments for my neck. Okay, not happening yet, but keep trying. So, Christy, be gentle on yourself. Have compassion. I wonder if that's missing from you. You went through a lot. You lost your beloved daughter. That's a lot, honey. So have a lot of compassion for what you went through. The healing will come. The healing will come. Okay, just think like that. Okay, Charlotte Michelle she's doing, how do I say? I don't know how to explain my dog, Charlotte. She's still active and doing her thing. It's the damnedest thing. So thank you for everybody that's, reached out about her. Gayla, I'm going to give this card for you. Ooh, Gayla, 2222 twin flame. There you go. Maybe on one of your travels. I'm not sure, but something good could happen with that. All right, everybody. Well, listen, I have to go. Sarah, let me get you a card, Sarah. Infinity, Sarah. Infinity. Keep manifesting that soulmate. Keep going out. That definitely keep going out. All right, everybody. I will see you on Tuesday. Join us Tuesday with Dr. Shirley and Pellizzari and me, because we're going to have Prajna Avalon, great healer, and important topic, okay, on autism, coming from Prajna, who was diagnosed 3 or 4 years ago with autism. So brilliant healer and a wonderful person to talk about the experience of. Any questions you have, we will be answering them in real time on Tuesday. And I'll see everybody also next Thursday. Take care, my friends. Bye.
You've been listening to Ask Me Anything, featuring spiritual medium and psychotherapist Kelly White.